Yes, 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 people. Welcome back to my channel. I am the Indian Scouser, and here's another video for you guys today. Let's take a little break from obviously our beloved club, Liverpool Football Club, for just a while because tonight, as you know, it's time for the knockout stages of the FIFA Club World Cup 2025. So obviously, this tournament is gonna be played after every 4 years now, just like the World Cup, which is next year. So we got quite some tasty fixtures, matchups for you know this round starting tonight. Two Brazilian teams up against each other. Palmeiras against Botafogo. If you guys know, Botafogo, I think they beat, not I think, they did beat the Champions League winners in PSG, but obviously PSG still topped the group. Same amount of points, all three of them, including Atletico Madrid. But as you guys know, Atleti knocked out because of goal difference. I think you all saw Diego Simeone said, we got same points as the other two teams. It's just unlucky. So yeah, as you can see in the background, those are just a couple of teams, mainly you know, in Europe that are still in the competition. You got Bayern Munich, Dortmund from Bundesliga, Italian teams like Juventus and Inter Milan, Chelsea, a team from the Prem alongside Man City. There's no shitty, sorry, there's no City shirt back there. And the last one, Real Madrid, and obviously the GOAT. You know, I've got loads of Messi shirts, but the reason I chose this one is obviously he's up against his former club PSG. So this is his shirt when he was with PSG a couple of years back, where he, I'd say, didn't perform to his best out of all the clubs he's been to, which is obviously just Barcelona, PSG, and the one right now, Inter Miami. So PSG are huge, huge favorites heading into this one. So it's interesting to see what Messi can do against his former club, but will his teammates let him down, or will they be there to cause one of the biggest upsets in the history of the Club World Cup? And yeah, there's a lot more games, but yeah, different setup today. I'm still in my room. Just want to try something a little bit different for this competition. And let's dive right in. I'm just going to share my screen. Hopefully, you guys can see this. So, here's what we're going to play, yeah? Round of 16, quarterfinals, semifinals, and the final. So, let's go to the first game. I love playing these bracket predictions up until the final. So, Palmeiras against Botafogo. Like I said, the first game that kicks off this round. Apparently, Palmeiras, they just edge it when it comes to head slightly. I think they beat Botafogo 32 times. However, the last one came back in 2023, 2 years ago. So this will be a huge game for Brazilian football as well. I think it's going to be a really tight game, but I'm going to go with Palmeiras. I think they just have more in the final third. But Botafogo, very well defensive, organized team. Really compact when they're defending, well structured, formation on point. That's how they beat the champions, of Europe in PSG. The next one, I know people will say Chelsea are the favorites. I agree, but football, we know football don't work that way, right? If the favorites are always going to win, then everyone. will be millionaires, just predicting and placing bets on teams that are favorites to go through to win the game. But for this game, I don't think that's the case. Obviously, you got Otamendi, Di Maria, old guys, experienced guys. They've been there on the biggest stages, World Cup finals, Champions League finals, and all that. So I think they will get them through the line and make it to the quarterfinal. Sorry to Chelsea. I think they are still trying to learn under Maresca with new players coming in. Takes time to adapt. Yeah, I could be wrong easily though, but let's see. Inter Milan against Fluminense. So obviously, let me just check real quick. Yeah, Fluminense, I think, yep, they finished second behind Dortmund, and Inter Milan finished top of their group. Well, they had quite an easy group, but yeah, I think it's going to be a tight game. Both really good defensively. Obviously, you got the experience, the captain Thiago Silva playing for them at the back. Inter Milan, Champions League finalists as well. I think I'm just gonna edge it to Inter. Like they're gonna nick it like 1-0 or 2-1, something like that. City against Al Hilal. Al Hilal, great players. I like their. I think he's their captain. Is he the player from Saudi Arabia? Salem, great player, but City, they're just way too strong for them. PSG Inter Miami, like I was saying before, PSG are huge favorites, and I agree that they will win by a minimum of, I'd say, 3 goals against the GOAT side. Sorry, Messi, he's my GOAT, but yeah, here's where his Club World Cup journey ends. Oof. At the Hard Rock Stadium, you got Flamengo against Bayern Munich. Flamengo, good players as well. Obviously, just signed Jorginho as well, their latest signing this summer, but Bayern are too strong for them. Next one, Dortmund against Sergio Ramos Monterrey. I'd say Dortmund. Yeah, Dortmund topped their group. And now this is a good game. Madrid Juve. As much as I would want Juve to go through, been doing all those number 12 hate watch. But I'd say Madrid. Now, quarterfinals. Palmeiras, Benfica. I think it's gonna be a high scoring game. I'd say Benfica, Inter City, Champions League final a couple years back. I'd say City, PSG, Bayern Munich. I'd say PSG. A huge game though. Dortmund, Madrid, Madrid. Now, this is where the fun begins. Well, for me, it's beginning tonight. That's how I'm doing this video. But it's gonna be harder and harder to call now. But this one, City, clear favorites, not a problem. With Rodri back as well, new signings, all looking good so far. MetLife Stadium, PSG, Real Madrid. This is probably the biggest tie if it comes down to this. The fact that PSG, they made it to the Champions League final. Yes, they won the league probably like a month before they played the final against Inter Milan, which they absolutely battered 5-0. I'd say this is where they go home. Tired legs, knackered. Madrid just got more experience in them, new players as well. So I'd say Madrid. And what a final we've got here. Pep Guardiola up against his former rivals, Real Madrid. If you ask me honestly, my head says Madrid, my heart says City. Not that City will ever be in my heart, by the way. But the fact that I don't want Trent to win it will be his first trophy. You know, him signing for them a month just for this and he wins it. I don't want to see that. I can handle City winning it because no one really cares. Big up all the City fans. But yeah, I'd say Manchester City. City, City, City. So that was it. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know which teams will go through from the round of 16. Eight will get knocked out. Eight will go through to the quarterfinals and then the semis and the final. And let me know your champions as well. And yeah, please leave a like on the video, leave a comment, share it with your friends, share it around, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one.
Peace.